Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. Was finishing my breakfast. Technically, this is breakfast. First thing I've eaten today. So I was finishing up my breakfast. And then, you got some haters. Just some haters on here. But I'm not even going to deal with the haters. People think because they rich. Everybody got to move like they move. I'm not rich. I got stuff to do. Robert Willis, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Daryl, good afternoon. I don't know why you're proud, bro. I said I was doing the show. Good afternoon, representing North College Hill, Maria. Representing wood, trees and such, Anthony. Preston. Good afternoon from the Gaslight District. All right. We got Dallas, Texas in the house. Got Rich Hater. How you a rich hater? You rich. You shouldn't be a hater. You should, be happy you rich. My OSHA. Good afternoon. North Avondale. North Avondale in the house, representing North Avondale. Pamela, good afternoon. Representing Springdale. Good afternoon, McConnell. Good afternoon. Jeannie joining in the hate. What is wrong with y'all? Like, tag team hating is bad. Tessie, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Chelsea, good afternoon. Good afternoon. You know what, Brent? I'm gonna have to bring my intro back. Give me about a week. I'm gonna have to bring my intro back. I gotta get the rights and all of that stuff. So give me a minute. I don't want to snatching my stuff down every time I play it. I got to bring my intro back. It fed me a nice energy. McConnell says, eat some rice cakes with peanut butter. That's actually not a bad idea. I like rice cakes. I like peanut butter. All right. Deborah Simmons, not Deborah. Checking in, representing Forest Park. Jeannie, after she done co-signed and tag team on some hate, then she's going to say good afternoon and happy Thursday. Oh, wait a minute. Was that Jeannie? Yeah, that was Jeannie. You can't tag team hate me and then follow that up with good afternoon. Like, come on. Daryl's, he's representing Forest Park. Mary, representing Mount Auburn. Representing downtown. Terry, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Hold on. My niece says I came here for one reason and one reason only. Did you have a bunch of us, your nieces and nephews, at your house to camp when we were kids, or did I make that memory up? I've been thinking about this off and on for days, and I remember sleeping in tents. I believe we did. Yeah. I don't think you're making that up. I can't remember all of the details, but yeah, I do believe that we did that. Yes. Sierra says, what does it mean that it's Thursday? You know what that means. It's Thursday. You know what that means. Oh, that's what it is. It's the carryover from yesterday. Okay, that makes sense. Representing Fairfield, Brenda. Good afternoon, Brenda. Representing Boston. All right, Sierra. Yeah, see, Sierra, you going too far. Cinnamon rice cakes with chocolate hummus topped with strawberries. It's just too much. I don't really do strawberries. I ain't never had no chocolate hummus or whatever. And I don't need no cinnamon rice. I just be making stuff too difficult. Rice cakes and peanut butter. That's good. And oh no, no, some woman gotta come and make it better. What? Rice cakes and peanut butter? Oh, we can make this better. Ah, we don't need it to be better. It's effective. It accomplishes what we need to accomplish. My bed is sitting right there. It ain't bothering nobody. It's comfortable. Clean sheets, clean blankets. Oh, but you need a duvet or whatever to hang around the side, and you need them fancy pillowcases with the frilly stuff on the end, and you need it. Damn it! I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I don't need all of that. My sheets is clean. My blanket is clean. My pillow's relatively clean. No, some woman got to come in and add all kind of extra stuff to it. Oh my goodness. And you need 50 million pillows that you can't figure out where to put them when you're ready to go to sleep. Right. Right. But oh, some woman got to come in. What you had worked effectively. Rice cakes and peanut butter. No, you need the golden rice cakes with the special cinnamon and whatever, with the honey drizzled strawberry chocolate hummus with a sprinkle of. Stop it. Stop it. All right. I'm back. Let me do this. And I want to wait because I'm kind of watching Wyatt out the corner of my eye. I'm watching Wyatt out the corner of my eye, but Wyatt tried to call me out today. So I had to deal with Wyatt. He need to be dealt with. I'll deal with him in a minute. I want him to see. I don't want to deal with him and then him come back later and see it. So I want to wait till he goes off. And then I need to deal with this guy. Yes, Wyatt is still on. I'm watching him. He's on the phone. I got his show on. Hold on, let's see. I'll show y'all. You know. Yeah, he's still there. He's still there. I'm watching, and I can say this because he ain't watching. I keep telling y'all, I support the guy. I encourage everybody to support the guy. So I'm watching like almost every day. But I still got to straighten him out. But one of the things that he was talking about, which of course, I didn't watch. I really didn't watch the Republican debate. I saw some of the highlights of the Republican debate. Hold on. Valerie says, we love our pillows. Y'all ladies crazy, Valerie. Y'all ladies crazy about that stuff. I don't understand y'all. Isn't today the 9th? That's not what I put up there? Hold on, let me see. Oh, it reverted back. I did put up the 9th, but I don't know why it came up as the 8th. So I don't know if that'll change it or not, but I did make that edit. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. But, Valerie, some of y'all ladies is crazy with it. And, you the lead lady. So it is what it is. It is what it is. A Republican debate. I didn't really watch it. I saw pieces here and there, like I was flipping through the channels. And I saw a little piece here and a little piece there. And I watched the little closing statements. Of course, I've seen some of the highlights of the debate. I'm really not that interested. There's no part of me that would vote for any of those people. No part of me that would vote for any of those people. Like, even if I felt like Joe Biden had some level of cognitive decline, I would just not vote for president before I would vote for one of them. I would vote for a third party candidate before I would vote for one of them. There's nothing that they could say to convince me to vote for them, as long as we're dealing with this iteration of the Republican Party. As long as we're dealing with this iteration of the Republican Party, there is absolutely nothing that they can say to get me to vote for them. And one of the things that Wyatt said, and I hear a lot of people float this idea. Hold on, let me take Valerie. I don't, people think I'm attacking women and stuff like that if I leave that up there. I'm sorry. I hear a lot of people saying, I heard Wyatt say it today, that all that the Democrats got, all they got right now is abortion. That's all they got right now. But here's what I'll say about that. That's the Republicans' fault. If it were true, which it's not, if it were true, that's the Republicans' fault. That's the Republicans' fault. The Republicans actually took away one of their strongest arguments with the people, or with their base. And they've been running on this for how long? 50 years plus? We want to overturn Roe versus Wade. 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 They've been running on that forever. Forever they've been running on that. Well, they got what they wanted. They overturned Roe versus Wade. So now you just took your own argument away. You took it away. It's gone. You overturned it. How many times have we heard them say it's a state issue? It should be decided in the states. It's not a constitutional issue. It should be decided by the states. And every state should have their states' rights and all that stuff. Y'all know for certain times they love to holler states' rights until the states start doing what they don't want them to do. Now, hold on. Am I lying? Am I the only one who noticed that? It's a state issue. When Roe versus Wade was the law of the land, it was a state issue. It's a state issue. The states should make that decision. The states should make that decision. And right now, the states are making that decision, and you don't like the decision that the states are making. And now, well, we need some national ban. Wait a minute. I thought it was a state issue 2.5 years ago. It's only a state issue if the states go with what we want. If the states don't go with what we want, well, it should be a national ban. Take away the states' right. Like, no. So if, which again is not the case, if the only thing that the Democrats have is abortion, Republicans, y'all gave it to them. Y'all gave it to them. And now y'all don't know how to talk about abortion in a way that's palatable. Wyatt says, I'm waiting on your invite. Oh, hold on. Y'all know I like a good challenge. I feel a challenge. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Can I go here? All right. Let me compose. See, if I'd have knew this was coming, I'd have been. Let me see. Let's copy that. And paste that. Send that there. I get a kick out of little stuff. The subject line tickled me. All right. So there is the invite. Had to send him the invite. Um, what was I talking about? Abortion. Yeah, y'all gave him abortion. And if that's the only issue, y'all gave it to him. And now y'all don't know what to do. But that's not the only issue that they have. There's a lot of issues that they have. And it always strikes me, look, the party of less government, less big brother, all of that kind of stuff, the party of all of that is now the party that want to come up with some sort of a federal ban. Again, I thought y'all didn't like that stuff. Y'all didn't like the federal government having less federal government in your life. I was always with that. The least amount of federal government in your life is what y'all said y'all wanted. Until people start doing stuff y'all don't like. And then, oh no, we need federal government to step in and turn this back our way. Like, come on. So I believe that is one issue that Republicans just are not understanding what the people actually want. I am a big believer. As much stuff as I talk, I'm a big believer that people ain't just running around here wanting abortion. Sure, there are some people who use abortion wrongly. I think, hold on, let me be real clear about this. I'm anti-abortion. I am anti-abortion. But I'm not anti-choice, okay? I'm not anti-choice. But there are people, when I say use abortion wrong, of course, I think any abortion, well, damn near any abortion is wrong. But there are people who use it like, oh, I was out there. Oh, I slipped up. I had sex. We didn't know condom. I can't say what he did, but and now I'm pregnant. I need to go get an abortion. Like, it's not, an abortion shouldn't be birth control. It shouldn't be. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. So sure, there are people who use it wrong. In my opinion. But I think the overwhelming majority of Americans, and I think polls show this, but I don't necessarily believe in polls. But the overwhelming majority of Americans believe in what a lot of people call common sense abortion policies. How do you tell somebody, for the sake of the mama, hey, look, she pregnant, and this baby, if she carries this baby to term, she gonna die. And you telling somebody, well, no, you got to carry the baby to term. Just love on her till she die, and then take care of the baby. No. Nobody, I can't say nobody, but most people are like, that's not good common sense. If you're telling me that she's pregnant and it's some sort of a problem pregnancy, and that I should be able to say, no, I don't want my wife to die. No, I don't want my daughter to die. No, I don't want my sister to die. I don't want my niece to die. I don't want my cousin to die, to have this child. She can have another child, hopefully, at some point. That's the life of the mother. Like that, okay, in that case, have the abortion. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. If you're a doctor, is saying this is a dangerous pregnancy and this pregnancy will kill you, let that woman, her husband, and their doctor And maybe they pastor if they choose to. Let the people that they want to make that decision make that decision. Pamela says, a woman is closest to death bringing life into this world. Stop it. That's nonsense. Stop saying nonsense because it sounds good and you've heard people say it your whole life. Stop it. But it should be their choice. And that's, I believe most Americans believe that. And when you take like such an extreme policy, like no matter what, abortions are not going to be legal past this time. That feels extreme to most Americans. And especially if that's what you're running on, people not going to vote for you. People not going to vote for you. So one of the things that Wyatt was saying was that Vivek Ramaswamy, who is nutty, by the way. Now, not nutty like, he's been diagnosed with some sort of mental illness. He's nutty in the sense that he's way too extreme, personality-wise. He way too extreme personality-wise. And he seemed a bit unhinged. And who wants to vote for a dude that seems unhinged? And who's proud of it? I believe he's the one who said his plan for the debate was to be unhinged. That says pride to me. So if your plan is to be unhinged, you really didn't expect people to support you anyway. So what is he running for? He might actually be running for vice president. Because he's trying to be as extreme as he can on, with him and Donald Trump. That's an extreme ticket. So he might actually be running for vice president. I think a number of them are, but him specifically. But he's saying, the reason that we losing is because of Republican leadership. No. Y'all losing because y'all got bad policies. And y'all seem unhinged. Y'all seem like y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? That whole Donald Trump ranting and raving, calling people names, making up little mean nicknames for people, and, just being as over the top as you can. Like that it sound good, but that don't play all that well, except for the people who, already love that stuff. That's who that plays well to. The people who already love that stuff, it plays well to them. But for other people, they look at that like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Yes, the election denying is a big deal to a whole lot of people. Because it don't just go to election denying. Like if it was just, I don't think I lost. No, it's more than that. It's more than that. It was rigged. They already knew who was going to win before it started. They cheated me. They stuffed the ballots. Everybody was against me. Even the Republicans who wanted me to win and who voted for me, but who looked at it and later said there were no voter fraud, they was against me. We need to change the whole system. We need to put people in place so that if I don't win next time, they'll say I won. Y'all know that's what one of their tactics. That's why, I mean, they've always run for all of these offices, of course, but they made it a priority. They wanted to win those Secretary of State offices or Secretaries of State offices. They wanted to win those Attorneys General offices. Anything that had anything to do with coming to the final decision, certifying votes or anything like that, they wanted those offices. Why did they want those offices? They wanted those offices so that if Donald Trump runs again and loses, we can say he won, no matter what the numbers say. I know that sounds crazy, Don. Well, so you think if Donald Trump lost 70% to 30%, they would just be able to jump up there and say Donald Trump won? That's their plan. And again, these are unhinged people. So yes, they would try to do that. They tried to send fake electors. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they would try to do that. That's their plan. And people look at all of this election denying and everything that goes along with it. Because one thing why I said was, well, but no, Democrats do election denying too. Remember when Donald Trump won, they kept saying it was Russia and collusion and all of that kind of stuff. And I understand. I understand that there's a way that people view that and say that's election denying. I get that. But that's wholly different. Here's what they said. Russia helped Donald Trump win. They didn't say Donald Trump didn't win. If you can't see the difference between those two statements, something is wrong. Something is wrong. To use an analogy, which I already know, like, it's not the same, Emanuel. It's not the same. Okay, I get it. I get it. You watch a football game. You think the refs blew some calls. And the team that you did not want to win won. You think the refs helped them win. Yeah, they won. The score was, 21-24, but they wouldn't have won if it wasn't for them refs throwing them flags at the wrong times. The refs helped them win. And yeah, some people, who are really passionate about it say they ain't the real champions because the ref helped them win the Super Bowl. They ain't the real champions because the refs helped them win that national title game. They not the real champions. Now that's totally different than somebody else looking at that game and saying, yeah, no, the score was not 21-24. The team that won 21, the team that scored 21, they actually won the game. No, the score was 21-24. No, it wasn't. Bro, we all saw the score. It was 21-24. No, it wasn't. They didn't win. They took some points off and they didn't win. And we watched the game. We saw them win. No, they didn't. See, that they're very different. So yeah, saying Russia helped Donald Trump win is different than saying Donald Trump didn't win. One is, making excuses for why you lost. The other one is just flat out denying that you lost. Running up, trying to take the Lombardi trophy from the winning team. Talking about, no, we won. No, we won. Y'all, this was rigged. We won. Those are different things. And it does not seem that America likes that. And even Republicans are saying like, hey, yo, we really should stop talking about 2020. Let's just stop talking about 2020 and move on. But Americans is like, I don't know about that. And Republicans, some of them, we got to keep talking about it. We got to keep talking about it. He didn't win. He did not. You won't even admit that Joe Biden won the election, that counts against the Republicans. I saw Wyatt said, how is Bidenomics working? Well, it all depends on how you perceive it to be working. When you look at all of the metrics that they use to calculate the economy seems to be doing pretty good. When you look at the jobs reports, they always outpacing what the job report should be. Look at the unemployment rate. It's like at historic lows now. If Donald Trump had these numbers in all of these metrics that they use to determine how good the economy is doing, y'all would be saying, by y'all I mean Republicans, y'all would be saying, this is a great economy. Y'all would be saying, this is a great economy. I remember, and I watched a little piece where Donald Trump was talking about GDP. And he was talking about getting it up to 3.2%, and that would be amazing. Well, it's over 4% now. Oh, but it's Biden, so it's bad. So it all depends on how you looking at it. Now, look, I'm not sitting here touting that everything is amazing and everything is wonderful. But, hold on, let me see. Wyatt says, bro, now you capping. Black folks can't believe that. Just go to Kroger. I go to Kroger. And look, me, I don't see that much of a difference. I don't see that much of a difference. Maybe, I don't know what y'all buying. But the stuff I buy, it might be a little higher. But it ain't so much like, I'm not looking at my food bill like, oh, I can't eat today because prices is too high. That's not happening. It's not. I mean, I get that's, the scenario that everybody want to paint. And yes, prices are up a little. But Mary says prices are outrageous. Give me examples, because maybe we buying different stuff. Maybe we buying different stuff. Give me examples. Give me examples. Tell me what you bought in 2020 that give me an example. 2 times? No, not the stuff I'm buying. Not the stuff I'm buying is not twice as much. That's what I'm saying. For real, tell me what you buying. Because that's not my experience. But, I'm not, full disclosure, I'm not the grocery guy. And I buy a whole lot of stuff discount. I've been buying discount stuff. Y'all don't understand. It's such a source of pride to me. I don't understand why. I don't understand what it is in me. But it's such a source of pride to me to get a great deal on something. I will brag for 3 years about getting a great price on something that I got a great price on. So y'all tell me, because again, I don't know. Tell me what you paying double for from 2020 to, 2023. Twin.
Man. You hear me, man?
Yes, sir.
You all lost your mind.
How so?
You should have been a comedian, man.
How so?
I got to break it down to your dummy terms.
Please, yes.
Dummy, but I'll break it down.
I understand what you mean.
Earlier you said on the Lincoln show, first I'm going to get that out. Earlier you said on the Lincoln show, back in their days, even one of my days, we used to fight, man. Before, if you had going to get somebody and everything, you square up and everything. You either get your butt beat or don't. You win or you lose and everything. Only way the other person jump, if your other had other people jump and everything else. Back in the day, it wasn't really, when I was growing up, we fighting and everything, and we get back together, whatever, we friends again and all that. But now if you do that today, there's going to be gunplay involved. So if you get into it with people today, right now, you ain't going to have no good fight. They go shoot you or whatever the case may be. But back then, yeah, you used to have a boy and stuff. You get into it, like if I get into it with you and then we fight and then you pull out the knife or something like that, yeah, my people go say something and your guy go say something. No, you don't need no knife or something like that. That's how it was, man.
What are you talking about?
What you was talking about earlier on Lincoln Ware show.
You must not have understood the conversation that happened earlier on the Lincoln Ware show. Here's the conversation hold on, since you want to talk about that, let me explain to you the conversation that I was referring to on the Lincoln Ware show, and then you can tell me that that guy was right. That guy said, he asserted that basically in the 60s, they met together and negotiated the rules of a fight before a fight happened.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
No,
he did. That is exactly what he said. He said, no, he didn't. He said, we met up and discussed the rules of a fight before we ever had a fight. That's what he said. No, that is exactly what he said. You can't change what he said because it don't fit your narrative. He said, we met up and we discussed the rules of a fight before a fight.
If you ain't been through a situation like that, you wouldn't understand.
You're right. I've never been through a situation where me and you. Hold on. No. Let me get it out. I've never been in a situation where me and Twin was out on the street. Me and Twin was arguing about something. Me and Twin was ready to throw hands, but we said, okay, hold on. Let's have a meeting to determine the rules of the fight that we're about to have in the next 5 minutes. And then we sit down and have a meeting and determine the rule. Okay, no punching in the face. Okay, you're right. No punching in the face. No kicking. Okay, you're right. No kicking. That never happened.
I don't think he said we had no meeting or something like that.
Well, go back and listen. You're wrong. You're wrong.
No, I ain't no wrong.
You're wrong.
King of false. Hey, on this last one, you done lost your mind too now. You talking about ain't no inflation on this food.
I didn't say that.
2006.
Hold on. Again, you're wrong. I didn't say that.
I'm saying, I know you didn't say. I'm just telling you how you said you don't think price is high now.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay, what you did? How you putting it in?
What I'm saying is the price of things aren't like the stuff I'm buying ain't 2.5 times the price of the stuff that was when 2 years ago. So like I remember when Trump was in office. Hold on. I remember when
I make Kroger's every day. What you buy?
I remember when Trump was in office, I could buy a loaf of bread for $2.19. Now I'm paying like
$2.19.
Yes, it was. Now I'm paying.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Now I'm paying like $2.99.
Bread wasn't no $2.19.
Yes, it was.
$1.09. No, it wasn't.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't no Kroger bread. Wasn't no.
I'm not buying Kroger bread. What I look like?
What bread you buying?
I buy either butternut.
Private Selection.
Or what?
Private Selection.
I'm buying butternut. I'm buying Klosterman. I'm not buying Kroger brand bread.
So how much cost now?
Around $2.99.
Yeah. All right. Why is that?
Hold on. But put your thinking cap on. Wait, put your thinking cap on. It's $2.99, 2.5 times $2.19.
You said it's $2.99 now?
Yes. So it's $2.99, 2.5 times $2.19. Is it? I'm asking. It's a math question. Is $2.99 2.5 times $2.19?
It's $2.99 times 2.5.
Is $2.99 2.5 times $2.19?
No.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
I don't understand, whatever you trying to explain or whatever,
It's a
but
simple
I don't
math
understand.
problem.
You said it's 299 times 2.5.
No. No, forget the math. Forget the math. I ain't mean to throw you off. My bad. My point is, yes, prices are higher, but then again, it's 3 years later. So prices don't stay the same forever. If that's the case, I would still be paying 25 cents for a bag of potato chips. Prices go up over time, and you can't look at something and say, well, 3 years ago it was this much, it should be this much now. That's not how things work. Again, I'm
Man,
not saying things aren't more expensive. They're clearly more expensive. I'm saying a lot of people are exaggerating how much more expensive things are.
how's it exaggerated when what you call was in the office, Biden was in the office, that stuff was, Obama was in office, it was jacked up. He got in office, he shot down. Then Biden got in office, shot right back up. Man, they was playing Monopoly out there,
All right.
spades and everything, man. Cut through them like a mud on these prices, man. You look at it now, when he was in office for 4 years, Trump, everything was down, even the food. And now it's get jacked back up. Then they come out they want to do this, send money over there to Palestine. But you can't even help the government here. Turns about to be another government shutdown. How's it going to be another government shutdown when y'all keep on sending money over there? Let it make sense, man. I just don't understand. I really don't, man. And the prices is jacked up. Like I said, man, you probably just eat your little butternut and peanut butter. That's it. People buy steaks and all that. They used to buying $10 steaks and that. Now you buy a steak now, what is it, $20 for that little 1 point whatever pound steak you get now, 3 pounds, whatever.
I don't eat steak.
God, man. Huh?
I don't eat steak.
So you wouldn't understand the price gouging whatever they be doing. You wouldn't understand nothing because you don't eat what people eat. Try to eat healthy, simple truth type guy. Who knows? But I eat everything. That's what I asked. Make that clear. You know, you got people out here.
All right,
All right, man.
hold on. Tell me something right now. How much?
What's up, man?
How much is a loaf of bread?
Kroger bread right now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw 179 I think. But a couple of years ago, before he went in office, man, it was bread was 99 cents, man. Then it jumped to 199 cents. Then it jumped to 109, 119, 129, and it kept going up. When a 3-year period, man. 2 years, how long he been in the office. You got to look at the price, go back to years and everything else. Man, they can stop this, man. They want to up there take our money and raise taxes and everything.
There was a 2.3% increase in bread prices between March 2020 and April 2020. The jump year over year was a 9.4 increase, with bread going from just over 128 in April of 2019 to just over $1.40 in April of 2022. That's the average price of bread. The average price of in 2023, where was it?
That's Kroger bread.
It just ain't nobody talking about no damn Kroger bread. Get off the Kroger bread, bro. The average price of bread in 2023. So it was $1.55. And in 2023, it went to the average price being $1.89. This is according to the paper here. I'm looking at The Hill. I'm looking at The Hill. I'm not making these numbers up. So we went from 140 in 2020 to 189 to start of 2023.
I don't believe that because they made that up. Just like they said Cincinnati ranked the best.
Average price of bread.
What they say, Cincinnati ranked number 10 in the best sports city or something like that.
I didn't make the numbers up. Now, look, you don't have to believe the numbers. I'm reading right here from people telling me the average price of bread.
I don't believe that.
140 in April of 2020. And right now in 2023, or the beginning of 2023, they said 189. Now that's average. So that's, taking high prices in California and New York and average them with low prices wherever prices are low. The average price at the start of 2023 was 189. That is not 2 or 2.5 times the price of what it was in 2020. So again, my point is, yes, prices are going up.
Man.
What?
When he out of office 2020. So what are you talking about?
What? No.
He was out of office 2020. Trump was.
No.
When did he get out of office?
January of 2021 is when Joe Biden took the office.
If you say so, all right.
Don't get mad now. You mad at me for facts?
No. I believe. I thought it was 2020 when he got out of office. I thought it was 2020. Trump was. Either way it go, they still jack some prices up.
Again, I am not saying the prices are not higher, but I think people are exaggerating the amount of I'm gonna say the price increase and the reasons for the price increases. People are exaggerating those things.
It depends on the government how much they want to raise the tax and everything else. It's a gap between there. Trump, that was Obama, then Trump, now Biden. Trump slammed them down. I don't take no Republican or Democratic side. I just take who I know who.
Well, you clearly took the Republican side because you said bread was 99 cents when Trump was in office.
Man, it was.
It wasn't.
I'm just saying.
And now, how much is it now
99.
in your mind? How much is Kroger bread now?
179.
It now, and again, hold on. Let's accept your numbers. 99 cents when Trump was in office. 179 now. Is that? I'm about to do math again. Is 99 cents? I mean, is 179 2.5 times 99 cents?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I believe it.
Okay.
It's crazy, man. It is. But you don't shop. You don't eat what other people eat.
That's true. That's true.
So you can't. Some people be on a fixed income, man. They used to looking, man. I get cussed out every day up in here because they say, hold on, this bologna used to be 99 cents. How is it 159? I was like, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with. Well, I need to go to Save a Lot or something. So I ain't got. Can you mark it down? I definitely can't do that. Because people be on fixed income, they think they go, even though you get your little Kroger discount or whatever, that plus card, whatever they call it, even though you get it and everything, people say, oh, I got $20, I know what to get, bread, little Miracle Whip and something like that. Man, they get to that register, you owe $21.05. That's crazy, man, when you know your price. And some older people and stuff, they know their price.
Can I ask you a question?
Where
did you graduate high school? Like what city?
What you say?
What city did you graduate high school in?
Chicago.
Okay.
What?
Just checking.
You ain't got to check me. Would you want to see my record?
No.
Everything, my diploma and everything?
I 100% believe you.
Yeah, all right. Anything else? What church you go to? See how you can ask me a question I can't ask you?
You can ask.
All right, what church you go to?
I don't mean I had to answer, but you can ask.
See, but I'm being a man and honest and everything.
You can ask. I didn't tell you couldn't
ask you. So what question? What church you go to?
I'm not gonna share that.
See how you are. But you just asked me a question. I politely told you.
And I appreciate that. But there are questions questions that I could ask you that you wouldn't tell me.
I mean, I ain't got to tell if I ain't want to.
Exactly.
It's up to me. I can tell you, give you a false answer, whatever.
Exactly.
But I'm not like that. I'm an honest person.
I'm an honest person too.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
What did I say that's dishonest?
Huh?
What did I say that's dishonest?
You could have just told me when I asked you what you call it. What what church you go to.
That's not
You shoulda just
because
told-
I don't want to answer your question. That don't mean I'm being dishonest. Actually, that's the most honest thing I can do is to tell you I don't want to answer that question.
All right, man. You say so.
All right,
All right, all right, man.
twin, I appreciate you. Oh, I appreciate Twin. One of these days I'm gonna find out why he want to know what church I go to, and then I might answer him. But I have to know why. The why is important from certain people. It's important. And I get everywhere else but Chicago. 179 is not 2.5 times 99 cents. It's not. It's not. So, again, prices are high or higher, but it's not, people are exaggerating this stuff. And that was a trick, by the way. See, I know tricks when I see tricks. That was a trick to distract me from what I was saying, because the idea was that Democrats only have one issue to run on. Whether I agree with them or not, they have a lot of issues to run on. You know what other issue they have to run on? Government. Having effective government. We just had a government that couldn't do anything. Why? Because the Republicans are in charge. There was no Speaker of the House. Why? Because Republicans are in charge. You really don't think that plays into people's mindsets when they are deciding who to vote for, especially if they're looking at parties? You might not have liked what the Democrats did when they were in office, but they could do stuff. Like they were, there was always a speaker. All of that stuff plays into all of this stuff. So it's not, Mr. Vivek Ramaswamy was making excuses for why Republicans are losing. And if you don't want to acknowledge your shortcomings, it's going to be difficult to get better. Maybe not impossible, but it's going to be difficult to get better. So if they want to win, they need to look at some of the things that they're doing that's making them lose. And it ain't just abortion. It is not just abortion. And Wyatt got on me on his show today. But I don't think he was listening to me yesterday when I was making my point. I don't think he was listening to me yesterday when I was making my point. So I want to just be clear about that point again. There are people who are doing everything in their power to, for whatever reason, convince black people to vote Republican. And my point was to them. And when they use some of these examples in an attempt to convince people to vote for one party or the other, people can see through that. People can see through it. Well, some people can. And sometimes, yes, Randall Wyatt, sometimes, yes, they use some of the points that you make to attempt to convince black people to vote Republican. My point is, most of this stuff that we think is Republican and Democrat, that, we talking about, like graduation rates, proficiency rates, and all of that kind of stuff, it's neither Republican nor Democrat. It's not white and black. A lot of it is economic. A lot of it is economic. And it's not like Republicans love poor people more than Democrats, or Democrats love poor people more than Republicans. Don't neither one of them care. But we got to stop, or I think we should stop only framing these issues in Republican and Democrat terms or in black and white terms. There's a lot of different ways we can look at, income. We can look at family structure and parental participation. All of those things. I mean, I'm sure there's a myriad of other things that go into it. And that's even it about the conversation that I was just having about the Democrats. I'm not sitting here saying vote for Joe Biden. I'm just pointing out prices go up. Prices are gonna go up. If you are sitting around here thinking, well, when Trump come back in office, bread gonna go back down to 99 cents, which it wasn't. Maybe Kroger bread. If you thinking it's gonna go back down to 99 cents, you got another thing coming. The Republicans they not going out of their way to ease your grocery bill if they take the White House and are able to institute their policies. They not going out of their way to get bread back down to 99 cents, which it wasn't. That's not gonna happen. The economy was not perfect under Trump, and it is not perfect under Biden. Prices went up under both presidents. As is the nature of a thing. Angela says it was at Audi. Look, again, I understand that. Which is why I'm admittedly not the best person to be like, hey, when I go out there and I do things, I'm looking at the prices of everything and I'm a great comparison of what the price was for this 3 years ago as opposed to this. I'm not, because I'm always trying to find the cheapest price for virtually everything I buy. Either that or I don't care. I just buy it because I know I got to buy it. Ask me how much did I pay for gas the last time I got gas. Go ahead. Somebody ask me. Type it in. How much did you pay for gas the last time you got gas? I'll wait. What y'all think I'm playing? I'm legit. I'm going to wait until somebody asks the question so that I can answer it. Twin trying to answer the question. Nobody asked me yet. I'm waiting for somebody to ask me. How much did you pay for gas? I don't know. Because guess what? I needed gas. So I pulled up to the pump and I got the regular 87 octane because I ain't got no big fancy car that uses, that has to use premium. And I put the thing in and I pumped it. It didn't matter how much it was. I wasn't running around looking for the cheapest gas. And, this is convenient. It's a gas station. I need gas. Let me pull in here and fill up. I don't know how much I paid. Legitimately, I don't know. Because certain stuff, if I got to buy it, I got to buy it. I don't pay attention to the price because it is going to be what it's going to be. That's just the way it is. So some stuff I don't pay that much attention to. I mean, like I notice when I'm driving up the street, it's a big sign on 75 North. And at Thornton's and Springdale, apparently right now, the gas, I guess if you pay cash, is $2.89 a gallon. It's been that way for a couple weeks. $2.89 a gallon. That's what it's been for a couple weeks. But you know what? I didn't get to a point where I necessarily needed gas. Maybe I should have just stopped there because, I'm at a half a tank. Let me pull over where it's $2.89 a gallon and get gas for $2.89. But, that ain't how I operate. I get down to, just under a quarter of a tank of gas. And then I'm like, I need gas, depending on what I'm doing. Now, again, last time I got gas, my light came on. I was on E. I don't like it when that light come on. It make me feel like I'm about to run out of gas. I've run out of gas before. If you ain't never been on the highway and ran out of gas, don't ask me why I ran out of gas. But I ran out of gas. I'll tell you why I ran out of gas. I ran out of gas because at that time when I was driving the vet, yes, it was in the vet, I had done something and the gas needle wasn't working. So I couldn't tell whether or not I had gas in the car. And I could have swore I had just put gas in, but apparently I had it. And I'm driving down 75 and my car just decided it didn't want to go no more. And so I had to coast on over to the side of the highway and come to find out I had ran out of gas. So now when I see that light come on, got to stop and get gas. I don't care where I am and how much the gas is. I pull over, I pull out the card, I put the credit card in, and I fill up on gas. Don't matter what the price is, because it's happened to me before. So, yeah, stuff like that. And, like when I go out and buy something, man, I'm telling you, I'm always looking for the deal. I'm always looking for the deal. What's the last thing you bought? If I bought the same thing, I guarantee you I paid less for it. Because I'm always looking for the deal when it comes to stuff. Always. I'm on websites looking for deals. I'm on bid sites looking for deals. I get stuff at amazing prices you wouldn't believe. I got a mixing console right here. This thing, I believe, runs $39.99. $3,999, brand new. I bought this one for $274, brand new. It was a return, and it's a whole little process. $274, brand new. So you like, well, prices is going up. I'm like, I don't know. I find deals. That's what I do. Y'all can't see them, but I got two monitors sitting here. What are these? Them Yamaha HS. I think this one is a 8 and this one is a 5. Yeah, I'm supposed to have the same monitors on each side. But guess what? I got this one brand new for $30. I think this thing runs $399. Brand new for $30. Got this one brand new for $60. I think this one runs, I don't remember. But it's more expensive than this one. $60. Now, I did have to go because the speaker in it was split. So I had to go find a speaker, but I found that speaker for $50. So I spent $90 for either $400 or $500 speaker. I'm always looking for deals. So you're like, oh, prices is going up. I'm like, I don't really experience that. But I know when I go to the grocery store, I'm not paying 2.5 times what I was paying for the same stuff. That I know. They're up. I agree. Just y'all be exaggerating sometimes. CK.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
How you doing, CK?
Man, that's a good show, man. I was listening to your show today, and it sounded good.
Yeah, I was listening to it too.
Yeah, hey, you was talking about them people, them people, they talking about the prices going up too high.
Okay.
Now, I was calling to let you know the Curvy girl funeral was today at 3 p.m.
Oh.
In Phoenix City at Baptist Church, at First Baptist Church.
Did you go?
Nah, I ain't make it. I watched it online though, man. It was sad. It was open though. They had open casket, and they dressed him like a man instead of what he killed himself for. I think that was controversial.
Okay.
But yeah, they had his funeral, man. We lost to Bubba Copeland, man. He was a great mayor, but he got shamed into that, abyss.
Okay.
You seen what happened to him?
No, what? You talk about the person who committed suicide?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, how can do you think you could prevent stuff like that, or it's just gonna keep on happening?
I mean, stuff like that is gonna keep on happening. People gonna commit suicide. You don't want to see it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
sad. It's terrible, but I don't know that suicide will ever stop happening.
yeah, yeah. Cause I'm thinking now, what happened with the bill? Did we pass? Did we pass the weed law or not?
Yes, yes, the weed law passed.
So we bringing dispensaries to Cincinnati.
Um, More than likely, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good law. But you voted yes on that one?
I did.
Smart, smart. Yeah, I voted
I
yes
tried.
on that.
I
See, I
tried.
told you know how to vote. You know how to vote. You
I
see,
do. You hit the
you
little
vote
button.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yeah. But like you were saying, man, it's just sad, man. That hey, we gonna get them dispensaries. It'll clean up. It'll clean up society a little bit. It'll help. It'll help the community. I believe.
All right. I don't ever recall saying
But
that, but I appreciate you giving me credit for being right.
yeah, 'cause you know it'll bring the violence down. You know what I mean? The more drugs you legalize, the less murders you get in the streets.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
'Cause,
true.
Yeah, 'cause just think, man, if you selling a key is like $30,000, Mr. Livingston. And this thing, yeah, it's not safe doing a $30,000 cash transaction nowhere in the world. But if it's mandated, governed, sanctioned, and all that, then it's safe.
Yeah, but I
It's like
think
shooting dice in the streets.
right, but I think it's possible that if you have a whole lot more drug addicted people running around the streets just high on drugs, that's going to cause some problems in and of itself. And, you may have a lot more violent crime even just because of that.
Oh, so you think the legalization of illegal drugs makes more addicts?
I would say so, probably, yeah.
But that is a reason you don't drink alcohol. It's legal.
But do you know how many
So
people do?
Right. That's the reason.
Because it's
the
legal.
people that do is, yeah, but that's the reason why they legalize it, because of how many people that do.
No, I would
But it
imagine,
wouldn't be any different.
and I would have to go back to prohibition, of course, to look up the actual numbers, whether or not I believe them or not. But I would imagine that there were less people drinking alcohol when alcohol was legal. Was illegal.
You legalize dog food, you're not going to have people out here shooting themselves with heroin in the veins. It's not going to be like, oh, they legalized it, let me go get hooked on smack. That's not how it works. They're doing it for the addicts. They're doing it to help. They legalized prohibition because to help the people that was doing it illegally.
Well,
They was like, no. Go ahead.
I would imagine if you legalize heroin, yeah, there would be more people doing it.
No.
What?
No way. Nobody's shooting no smack in their veins, man.
People do.
That
Why?
is something.
Why do the people who it's illegal? Why do they do it? They don't do it because
That's
it's illegal.
There it is.
They do it because
Man,
they
it's
want to
like-
do it. And if you put it around a whole lot of other people, some people who look at a thing and say, "No, I'm not doing that. Why? It's illegal." Number one. But for some people, they're gonna be like, "Well, it's not illegal. I might as well try it."
But we have a perfect example.
Oh,
Alcohol and weed. Look how weed has helped by being legalized.
how?
Yeah.
How? So you believe?
Because it was-
Hold on. So you believe? Let's take say California. You believe
Yep.
less people smoke weed now that it's or use marijuana or cannabis products now than they did when it was illegal? You believe the numbers have
not
gone
less.
down?
No, but it was better for society. It helped society for the better. Instead of people going to jail and catching them life sentences for weed, now it's just a legal distribution business, and you're making people successful, entrepreneurs. So it helps society. It's like owning a liquor store or owning a bar.
I don't think that
You gotta
helps
look at the
society.
positive.
We have a fundamental difference of opinion here. I don't think liquor stores help society. I don't think marijuana dispensaries help society. You do. We just disagree.
Wow. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, you say liquor stores do not help society.
No. How
Yeah.
they help society?
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. It helps the business, the economics. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I see what you mean. Because that's why they put it in the black communities to destroy society. You got a point there. But the dispensaries, that helps because that mellows them out. The liquor gets you violent. You know what I mean? But that weed, you gonna think about your problems and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. I'm be like, I would kill that bitch, but man, I ain't about to go to jail.
Yeah,
That's how weed gonna do you.
I don't know that to be true.
Yeah, the liquor gonna be like, I'm gonna kill you. It turn you into the Incredible Hulk. That's the name of the drink. Exotic, hypnotic. You know what I mean?
All
That's
right.
why Mayweather was better than all of them. He was at the club sipping on some Everfresh fruit punch. Everybody else getting drunk. He whooping up.
If you say so,
You know what I mean?
I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on watching the rest of your show, man. Good looking out, man.
All right,
Good
CK.
looking out on this call, man. Hell yeah.
CK, I appreciate your call. All right, that was CK. Yeah, I don't know about all of that stuff. I think some of the stuff he be saying, you know, I'm not saying he wrong. I don't know how much a kilo of dog food is. And again, I'm functioning under the assumption when he say dog food, he's not actually talking about dog food. He paired it with heroin. So I'm a guess, at least in the circles that he used to run in. Dog food is another name for heroin. So I couldn't tell you how much heroin was or is. I couldn't tell you. I ain't never been. That's one drug that I've actually never seen with my own eyes. I've seen crack with my own eyes. I've seen cocaine, powder version with my own eyes. I've never seen heroin with my own eyes. So I'm not looking to. Don't nobody come up showing me you said Emanuel, you said you had never seen heroin. This is heroin. Don't do that. I don't need to see it. People be trying to be helpful. I know they do. Somebody right now, when I said it, somebody who had some heroin, next time I see him around the street, I'm gonna have some heroin and I'm gonna show it to him. Don't do that. No. Don't do it. I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. But yeah, man, y'all be too hooked on all of this stuff. Y'all be too hooked on all of this stuff. This stuff, I don't mean drugs. I'm talking about y'all be too hooked on all this political stuff. Like, I'm not saying don't follow it. I'm not saying don't be knowledgeable. I'm saying, like people dig into their camp, and you can't even be reasonable with people who are in their camp. They don't want you to reason because they done made up their mind about what a thing is. I'm not one of them people. Now, again, to be clear, I do believe the Republican Party is a hate group. I'm not backing off of that. Because I'm watching the people in the party, like active people in the party, promoting hate and hate groups. And then the party itself is not saying, like, no, we don't stand for that. If Joe Biden, and somebody will say, I'm sure he did. If Joe Biden got up, held a press conference because a hate group had a march and said, those are some good people, I would be like, what the hell? You supporting a hate group? Well, but he friends with some, that's different. Not a whole lot different, but that's different than outwardly and openly showing vocal support for hate groups, white nationalists, KKK members, people running around with these Confederate flags and stuff. That's different to me. And there are active, high-ranking members in the current Republican Party who actively promote hate groups. Won't even say they wrong. And the party won't say, yeah, no, we don't stand by that. And when they stop doing that, I'll stop calling them a hate group. And look, if because I know some people don't like it when I say that. So show me, and I'll pay attention. I'll pay attention. Show me the Democrat who gets up and says, praises white nationalists. And says there's nothing wrong with white nationalism. It's just being an American. And then the party don't say, yeah, no, we don't stand with that. Then I'll say the Democrats are a hate group. But it happens over and over and over with the Republican Party. So here's what I'm trying to do when I say the Republican Party is a hate group. Here's what I'm trying to do. I want the Republicans who don't agree that they're a hate group to stand up to the Republicans who are promoting white nationalists and Klansmen and Confederate flags and hateful stuff. But they won't. They won't. Now, again, do I believe that the Democratic Party loves black people? No. But and I know there's different trains of thought on this. Again, I lived in Alabama for a few years, and I heard people in Alabama say this. In Alabama, I heard people in Alabama say this. I heard people up here say it too, but I would rather somebody come out and tell me they hate ends than somebody act nice to me and help me out and do stuff for me when secretly they hate me. That was the weirdest thing I ever heard. I'd rather you not hate me. But if you gon' hate me, I'd rather you not actively, you know what I'm saying? Not actively try to do things to harm me and then try to antagonize me verbally by telling me I'm an end and how much you hate me. But that's just me. I would rather be able to mind my business and walk down the street in peace. Wyatt says racist Democrats hide their racism in crime bill policies. I will have to look, there's some truth to that. But I'm going to look this up. Are you telling me that Republicans did not vote for the crime bill? Is that what? And I'm asking. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could look it up. But I think Wyatt would probably know this. Wyatt, did Republicans vote for the crime bill? Bill Clinton's, what was it, 1990 crime bill? Did Republicans vote for that? It's an honest question. I don't know the answer to it. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can look it up real quick. All right, come on. Show me the vote. This was because we keep just trying to put it all on Democrats, which, I mean, you know, their bill. But we keep trying to put it all on Democrats. But now I'm looking through the roll call. And while the Democrats put it forth, at least in the Senate, it looks like, yeah, this is the Senate, 95 yays, 4 nays, and 1 didn't vote. Let me see. A Democrat voted nay. A Republican voted nay. I'm trying to look because it was only 4 of them. So I should be able to pick them out real quick. A Democrat didn't vote. A Republican voted nay. And a Democrat voted nay. So I hear people, you know, try to put all the responsibility for the crime bill on the Democrats. And I would say they get the majority of the responsibility. But it ain't like Republicans was like, hold on, no, that's racist. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. No, nay, nay, nay. They was like, yeah, we like this racist stuff. They coming along. So I'm sorry. They both take responsibility. They both take responsibility for that, in my opinion. See, that's my point. When people bring stuff up like that, like, oh, the Democrats, they hide their racism in crime bills. The Republicans voted, if you think it was racist, the Republicans voted for it too. So again, it just goes to my point. They both are racist. Just, again, one is very much overtly racist. They're overtly racist. So they all get responsibility. Now, okay, Joe Biden, he's taking full credit for it, and he get full credit for it. But again, my position is not that Democrats love black people and Republicans hate black people. That's not my position. My position is, just like in Alabama, when that conversation was going on, the conversation was about 2 people. 2 hypothetical people. Both of them hate you. One of them call you names and whatnot to your face and burn a cross on your lawn. The other one don't say nothing. But secretly inside, they hate you. And they do little microaggressions that maybe you don't notice. One hates you and the other terrorizes you because they hate you. Some people prefer the guy that's going to terrorize them. I understand that it's all a matter of, you know, how you prefer your hate served. Why is this so one more racist than the other? Well, again, it all depends on how you like your hate served. But one promotes hate, like actively promotes it. And we got a celebrity in the house. One tolerates you, and the other actively plots to destroy you. Daryl says, a bill can be written all day. It still has to be agreed upon to give it power. So, yeah, to be honest, I think they're all, to a large extent, the same, which is, again, why I don't understand why people try to push daggone Republicans down black people's throat. Republicans don't want to be down your throat. I'm not going to say that again. I don't like the way that sounded. Janice says this was one of those times when what was happening historically matters. Black people were pleading with the government to do something about the crimes in their communities. Not saying it was right or wrong, but black people were asking for harsher punishments to quell violence. And look, I could understand that as an excuse if those same people listened to all of the cries of black people at that time. But they didn't. They listened to the part that they wanted to listen to. Because at that same time, yeah, black people were still asking for reparations. They ain't do nothing about that. Black people were asking for more financial help. They ain't do nothing about that. Black people were asking for more equality. They ain't do nothing about that. So you can't say, well, you asked me for this, you asked me for this, you asked me for that, you asked me for this, you asked me for, oh, but now you're asking me for that. Here, I give you that one. So yeah, I understand that was what was happening. Some black people, because there were a lot of black people who were saying, even during that time, this is a bad deal. Don't do it. But your point is taken, Janice. I understand that. But to me, that's no excuse for it. And I know you said you're not saying whether that was right or wrong. I get it. Yeah, Janice says not a justification. I know. What else did I have to talk about? I'm not sure. I don't really have anything else that I necessarily wanted to riff on. Hold on, I'm trying to look and see. Y'all don't, as I'm scrolling through the news, I take pictures of things and. Oh, did y'all see that story in Las Vegas? This was a few days ago, where Las Vegas police video shows suspect stabbing himself after being hit by a patrol car after a domestic violence incident. Did y'all see that story? Look, I'm thinking about switching up. My whole little persona and being very pro-cop and doing what I see a lot of people who are very pro-cop do, making excuses for everything that police do wrong. I'm thinking about switching that up. Now, of course, the reason I would be switching it up would be to show the ridiculousness of the people who do it. Because there are people who actually believe police don't do nothing wrong. Or if they do, then it's your fault, So I want to use this story. This guy, I think he had stabbed his domestic partner, I'm going to say. I think it was his girlfriend or his wife. He had stabbed him. Police was called. Police chased him down. Police ended up hitting him with the car. And they have on video him stabbing himself. He eventually died. And I'm thinking of using this, like, look, maybe in some of these cases where police beat people down because they was running, Maybe they beat themselves down. And it just wasn't caught on video. The police didn't do it. They did it to themselves. Maybe they told the police a stun gun and stunned themselves 25 times. Or, whatever the case may be. I'm thinking we, the pro-police people, can use this story. We can use this story to justify all kind of stuff that police do. Say, oh, police shot him. He was in cuffs and the police shot him. Maybe he stole the police's gun and shot himself in the chest 6 times. I think it's got to be a way that the pro-police, no matter what people, can use this story to justify everything that police do wrong. Because some people justify everything that police do wrong. I want to be on the winning team. I'm tired of being on the losing team. Sitting back talking about how bad police violence is against people and all of that kind of stuff. And police just keep doing it. I want to be on the winning team sometimes. Yes, exactly. Maybe he choked himself to death. Yes. So they was laying on top of him and he became asphyxiated. And maybe he did that to himself. In the cases where we don't have no video, we got to give the police the benefit of the doubt. And maybe it's more situations like this Las Vegas situation. That's what it is. Heck, even my niece, I almost said my nephew, even my niece got pulled over and didn't get a ticket. And she deserved a ticket. She deserved one. Yes, Samuel, maybe he hid some bed bugs in his pocket when they took him to jail. The bed bugs made it real fast. They were super fast mating bed bugs. And then that's what ended up eating him to death. He brought those bed bugs in. He did it to himself. But we can't use George Floyd. We got a video of that. This we can really only use when we don't have video. We can make excuses for the police. I just want to be on the winning side sometimes. I want to be on the winning side. But Tria, that wasn't the police. That wasn't the police. Police are good. They don't do bad. They don't do bad. Somebody asked me, hold on, where was it? Because somebody, did you talk about the co-captain in Montgomery? No, I didn't talk about the boat captain who they're charging. I had to think about this. What are they charging him with? He's charged with assault. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Montgomery boat brawl. Yeah, the city is charging the black dude who threw his hat in the air with assault. They can charge you with anything. I hope he get off. But when people rolling up on you, I mean, I guess here's what I think they expect, which I don't think it's reasonable, except for in the 60s. Maybe in the 60s, this was the norm, because this is what they expect. Because we know in the 60s, violence just didn't happen. And this is the way they used to do it in the 60s, and this is the way that they want it to happen. Somebody attacks you. You get away. and then you don't re-engage with them. Cause you know what I'm saying. Like if I'm walking, or me and Twin, we beefing, whatever. We having our argument. And we don't do the 60s thing where we sit down and draw up some rules, sign a contract. He just start punching me. And the initial onslaught, you know what I'm saying? I duck, and he's socking me in the head, in the back of the head, all that kind of stuff. And then I get away. Now my instinct is to come back and start punching Twin. That's my instinct. But that's not what they want you to do. You got away. Now you run. You leave the scene. You don't re-engage with violence. And if you do, you're actively committing an assault at that point. I think that's what they expect. That's what they expect. That's how they did it in the 60s. If somebody on the off chance that in the 60s, because in the 60s they didn't fight, and the off chance that somebody was violent, they just ran away because they didn't want to participate in violence because violence was so bad and it was the 60s. They just ran away. But if you re-engage, I think then you can be charged with assault. It's defense until you can get away. You know what I'm saying? So if Twin punches me in the head and the back of the head and I start swinging back while, he's actively attacking me, then I'm good. It's self-defense. But as soon as I break away, I get enough room to get away, and I don't get away, now I am participating in a fight. Thus, it's assault. I don't agree with it, but I think that's what they want. People want to go back to the 60s. Yeah, civility ended in the 60s. Yes. The 60s, the USA was a utopia before the 60s. I mean, before the 70s. Yes. Oh, I'm definitely swinging back. Like, I don't know what people think people are. Oh, I'm just supposed to get socked and get socked and get socked and run while you socking me and never swing back? Please. What you think this is, the 60s? That's how they got down in the 60s. Come the 70s, I was born in 70. Come the 70s, we changed all that. We defended ourselves. Her Raven says the hat toss. Oh, I'm sorry. The hat toss qualified him for third-degree assault. It scared the white people because they couldn't recognize an ass whooping when they saw one. The city of Montgomery wanted him to take that ass whooping. But no, I mean, I really do believe that that's what they want. I think from a legal standpoint, once you break away, you're supposed to disengage. And then once you intentionally re-engage, then you are participating in, you're assaulting someone because you had time to get away. I really believe that's the legal principle at work there. Like, that's kind of why George Zimmerman got off. George Zimmerman got off because, according to the legal theory, which, if y'all remember, I had predicted that George Zimmerman was going to get off. Not that they should have, but I had predicted that he was going to get off because according to the story as we heard it, George Zimmerman kind of chased him, whatever. Trayvon got away, and then Trayvon came around, as he was talking to the young lady whose name I can't remember, Quashaniva or whatever it is. He was talking to her, and then he saw George Zimmerman, and then he re-engaged, and that's when the fight took place. But once George Zimmerman had left, he regained his innocence. So now, technically, I think from a legal standpoint, he's the one who's being attacked, even though he was the one who kind of started everything. It's a crazy kind of legal premise. I think when that takes away the human inclination, which I believe it's a human inclination. I understand. I think it should be applied on a case by case basis, but it takes away the human inclination for get back. I don't think get back is a legal term, but it takes away the human. If you punch me and then you walk away, I think from a legal perspective, once you punch me and then you ran away, I'm no longer in danger of being punched. And so I can't do nothing but charge you with punching me. I don't then get to chase you down and pummel you. Now, I committed a separate violent act that I can be charged with. But it's just human nature that if you walk up to me and you sock me, it's human nature you don't just get to walk away because you just socked me. No, I'm getting my hit back. And I think it takes away that human nature portion of it. Now, I understand you got to draw a line like, okay, you punched me today and I can't come back 2 weeks later and just out of nowhere punch you like, remember 2 weeks ago you punched me? Like, no, that's a separate incident. You in trouble. Be the bigger man. I'm 5'5". I keep telling y'all. I'm very rarely ever the bigger man, so why act like it? You know, I want my get back too. A part of me believe, just a part of me. Again, I understand, but a part of me believe if you punch me today and I see you 2 years later, I should be able to get my hit back with no charges, no nothing. Just like Mr. Mitchell. He used to swat me every day. I believe if I saw his old 94-year-old ass right now, I should be able to pick up a piece of wood and bend his ass over and swat the S out of him. Oh, but he's in a wheelchair with oxygen. Oh, well, that happened 35 years ago. Oh, well, I should be able to get my get back. I could see myself snatching his ass out of a wheelchair, bending him over, picking up a piece of wood. Paddles was made out of wood. Picking up a piece of wood and back out, back out, back out. Remember me? Back out, back out. Oh, I got a lot of more. You swatted me every day in school. Back out. Yeah, I should be able to tear his ass up. But you know I would get in trouble for that. But if you ask me, I should have a right to do it. I should have a right to do it. And I think that might, you know what I'm saying, make people decide to not do bad stuff to people, thinking that they could get away with it. It probably wouldn't. But it would feel good. It would feel good. But then I had to think about this. Have I ever done something to somebody that they won't get back for? That I just don't even remember? Because it would be horrible to just be walking down the street, minding my own business, and out of nowhere somebody comes sock you, and their defense is, in 1978, he punched me. Be like, what? You know how long ago that was? I don't even remember you. I remember you. Like, oh, well, we look back in 1978, you guys did know each other, and he said you punched him, and so he got a right to sock you, so. I had to be, y'all know I watch First Amendment audits, and people be trying to snatch people's stuff. Oh, hold on, I got a call coming here. Anthony.
Yeah, E man, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, bro. Since you wouldn't answer my question from the chat, man, you the media guy and everything. Where can I get I got some Cerwin Vega 15-inch subwoofers that need to be refurbished. Where can I take them to?
Well, here's what I would suggest. You gotta find. Let me answer your question. There are companies that will do that, but I don't know them because I typically just fix my own stuff. What I would do is I would call Sweetwater. Call Sweetwater, give them the model of the subwoofers. What's wrong with them? What needs to be refurbished?
Well, the I don't know how the nomenclature of it. The foam around the that goes around the subwoofers themselves are. I just pulled them out. Of storage, so they're basically dry rotted. The foam covering.
Yeah, I know. In the cone, they go around the cone.
Yeah, exactly.
Now again, you can fix that. That can be fixed. I don't know how to do that. So what I would do, I have a JBL SR 218, whatever it is. I have an 18-inch sub. I have a few of them, and one of them, I let a guy run sound while I was on the stage performing, and he was trying to kill the house, and he blew one of my subs. And so what I did was I called Sweetwater, told Sweetwater the model of the sub, and they sold me a new cone. And, they shipped it to me. It wasn't very expensive, and then I just put it in.
Yeah, but you got. I don't know if I want to go through it. I know you can do it. I know they sell kits.
But no. So, this ain't a kit, and it's not a lot to go through. It's the whole cone, the whole speaker. They sent me the speaker, and on that, I want to say it was like 12 screws. Take out the 12 screws, unhook the little cable. It ain't nothing I even had to solder in or anything like that. It just plugged in. I pulled out the old cone, put the new cone in, connected it, put the new cone in, put the 12 screws back in, and it was good as new. I was right back in business.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, I know I can buy a whole new woofer or whatever and stick in there, but man, these good woofers, it's just the cone part that's that meshing or whatever it is that goes around, And I know they can be refurbished. I just don't know where.
I'm sorry, I don't know where either. Well, I know Sweetwater also does repairs. So you'd have to ship it to them, and then they'd have to fix it, and then they'd have to ship it back. And of course, they charge you for all of that shipping and for the price of repair. But they do it.
I just thought it might be somewhere local. You might know, but
no, I'm sorry, I don't. And there probably is somewhere local, but I don't know. I don't know of it.
Next question. When we gonna get this gun club thing started?
You know what? It's interesting that you bring that up. I don't know is the answer to your question. But I'm going to Alabama, I believe sometime in November, because last time I went down to Alabama for my aunt's funeral, I was talking to my cousin, and he is a gun nut. I didn't know he was as much of a gun nut. Nut ain't the best word, but he's a gun enthusiast. I didn't know he was as much of a gun enthusiast as he is. And so me and Mrs. Livingston are going down to Alabama, and he's got a whole farm, so we can go out and shoot. He got everything, the AR-15s to the whatever, because he's a military guy. So he got all of the weapons. So I know I'm going shooting sometime in November. In terms
That's even
of
better when you know somebody with property where you can really get out there and get at it and got some range, some distance you can actually shoot at and test your skills. That's even better.
Yes, and that is him.
Yeah.
But in terms of when we're doing it, I don't know. But I haven't forgotten. I know that's very little consolation, but I haven't forgotten.
That's cool. That's cool. Keep it on some kind of back burner or something.
All right.
All right, brother. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You do the same.
Later.
All right. Yes, I am absolutely going to. My wife just asked me earlier this week, like, have you called? I don't want to say his name, but have you called him? We supposed to be going down there. When are we going? She's excited. So, yeah, we'll go down there. And when he saw me, like, this is my AR-15. And I was like, the murder gun. I don't think he liked that too much. So, what you mean, the murder gun? And I was like, yeah, that's the gun that all of the crazy murderers use. I want to shoot that. He was like, just come on down. All you got to do is come on down. I was like, all right. So we going down in sometime this month. Go down there and, I'll get to shoot the murder gun. Along with, all those other even much more higher power weapons. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Let me see. Is there anything else? I think I was saying something with Anthony Call, but I don't remember what it was. I can't really think of anything. Samuel says Sweetwater. Yeah, Sweetwater is a company. Like, if you don't deal with like sound and lighting and all that kind of stuff, you don't know. But Sweetwater is a company. They're right over in Indiana. Typically when I order stuff from them, I can get it next day without paying next day price. They just like, okay, it'll ship out today, and it usually gets here the next day if I order it, soon enough, because it's just over in Indiana. So, yeah. Sweetwater, it's a company. You go sweetwater.com. And when they ship you stuff, they always put candy in the box. That's their little thing. It's candy in the box. Sweetwater is also a town in Alabama. Okay, I didn't know that. But yes, they put candy in the box, so I don't always like the candy that they put in the box. They put in little squirrels in the box. I don't like squirrels. I never liked squirrels. They be putting them in there sometimes, and they put the little I want to call them atom bombs. Is that what they call them? Is that what they call those things? Like the little hot fireballs or whatever it is. They put those in there a little too much. I don't like those. But I like that banana taffy. Raven says Sweetwater be taxing. It all depends. I've gotten some amazing, y'all know me, I like a good deal. I've gotten some amazing deals from Sweetwater. Again, you just got to know what to look for. I saw Wyatt on here talking about, don't nobody want no scratch and dent stuff. It don't necessarily be scratch and dent, but I ain't got nothing against scratch and dent. Nothing against scratch and dent. You give me a speaker or a mixing console with a few scratches on it, but ain't nothing wrong with it. But by the time I done used that bad boy, pulled it out and, put it in the case, the carrying the road case, I done put a couple scratches on it myself. Ain't nobody gonna see them scratches. It's in a road case. Well, actually, a lot of my stuff I carry without an actual road case. So it'd be good and scratched up. So yeah, a few scratches ain't gonna hurt nothing. A few scratches ain't gonna hurt nothing. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I got somewhere that I'm technically supposed to be at 5 o'clock. But, you know, I always tell them I'm not going to make it at 5. I'll probably be there at around 5:30. You know, they cool with that because to some degree they don't really have a choice. Sierra wanna know what's the best deal for cameras and gimbals. Again, right now I'm using, you know, all my stuff, just about all my cameras are Blackmagic design pocket cinema cameras. And I don't have a gimbal. I really do need a gimbal. I need a gimbal. I'm gonna have to, you know, search and find me a really good deal on a gimbal because I need like 2, maybe 3 gimbals, but I ain't trying to pay gimbal prices. I'm trying to get basically new stuff at really cheap prices. And when I find them, you know, I'll probably buy them all, but I'll let you know where I found them. That's the best I can do. But, you know, I got to get these deals. I got to get these deals. But all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you're out and about today, look like it's about to get dark anyway. If you're out and about today, be the reason somebody smiles. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.